So as you can see now, well, as you may probably can't see, but now I've got these little blocks glued in. And, oh yeah, they're holding this puppy straight as an arrow. If you can see, I can not really see any bend in this puppy. I think it's pretty good at this point. It looks good. Whether it is good is another question, but you know, it's my first paddleboard and I hope it's going to be good enough. So now the next task becomes to put the chine on. And what that's going to involve for me is a little bit different than the normal chine that I see on the Tree to See website, which is the make your own wooden surfboard forum that I've found is probably the biggest one online. So the problem for me is usually the chine would be, oh crap, I just lost my little block, that sucks. Oh well, so the chine is usually, the rib on these boards that they make is something like this. The edge of it is actually something like this clamp that I have here, this PVC clamp. And it's sort of like a straight line almost when it meets the bottom of the rib, and then it goes like that. And then they will notch out a little nugget here, quarter inch like that. And it's all well and good, very easy to do. Then you put the chine in there. For me, my ribs look like this. They're not so nice. They come in at an angle to the bottom of the rib. And so I'm thinking I got to do something like that, what I've done already on this rib for my chine. What I realized after I made this one and that next one there is that if you try to put a chine in this puppy, such as this little piece of 1/4 inch cedar as I have, you're going to be, it's going to slide in, but then, oh hi, welcome to the party. You don't want to go that way because you're in this straight little hole that I made. And if you try and bend it, well, good luck. So what I have to obviously do is cut these little notches at an angle so that they hold the chine like that, whatever angle they may be at throughout this puppy that we call the board. So I've got to basically fix these two that I've made. And then I've got to figure out more or less the angle that the rest of them should be. Oh crap, I've actually made 3 wrong. But then, yeah, I've got to figure out what angle all my little chine notches should be. And what I'm doing is how I decide to make it is I just take the last spot on the rib that is flat. So like right here. And then I come in a 1/4 inch back towards the flat part. And then a 1/4 inch up from each, and then I'll have a nice little notch. And I've got to just measure from here and make sure that it's exactly the same to the chine strip, and then I'll be all happy. And this will be great. So right now the board probably weighs, I don't know how much, probably about, I would estimate 12 pounds. I think it's about 6 actually for the rocker, and then the, do you call it the rocker? I don't know. The spine of it, basically. And then about another 6 pounds for all the ribs. And that's with all my lightning holes. And some of these ribs are fir, which I retardedly got at Home Depot, since it was the first piece of wood that I saw when I was all excited I was going to do this like 3 months ago or whatever. And some of it's cedar, which is this. And this one's cedar. That one's cedar. These two at the end are cedar. And then this is actually poplar, the spine. Again, because it was the first one really that I saw that was 12 feet long. So that's good. One other thing is that I've got a displacement hull design here. So it's, you'll see, basically the shape is pretty, I don't know if you can see that. At the front, the shape is different than in the back. So these first 1, 2, 3, I made like that, kind of this badass displacement hull shape, which basically cuts through the water like that instead of gliding on it like that. And this is good if you want a flat water stand up paddleboard, I guess. That's what I've learned. I was basically copying, what is it, the Tahoe stand-up paddleboard. I don't know, one of their popular models. I forget what it's called. My mother-in-law has it, and I basically copied hers in terms of that shape there. And then the rest of these ribs, I just kept the same contour as the one on the end and so forth. It's basically just a little nubby here and a nubby here and a straight side. Just basically curved off. I use a French curve set to do that. And actually to do those two, I also use a French curve set. Okay, that's all I have to say for now.